Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. Comedian, actor, and a whole bunch of other things. Marlon Wayans. Welcome, sir.
Happening, y'all? How you doing? You look great.
Thank you. You do too.
You aging backwards.
It bees like that sometimes.
You've gotten so light that nigga you disappeared, huh? Stop that lightener. Hey, how you doing?
Charlamagne's out of town. He's with the kiddies this week. So
Oh,
he's
go
out of
on, be a
town.
father. Black man, be a father, so
Look
you
at
can
that,
mean
right.
what you say in your fucking books.
There you go.
Yes.
How's everything with you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm living, man. Trying to be somebody. Still trying to be somebody. Every day I wake up, I'm like, I gotta be somebody.
Why? You done did everything. You done did movies. You done did comedy.
Because then you die, all right? I gotta keep striving for shit so I could keep living.
Got you.
It's funny. I don't really. Everybody's like, yo, they starting to call me like, yo, legend,
OG.
go. And I'm like, OG. I'm like, nigga, you look older than me with your drunk ass
But
self.
you can
your,
still be young
your weed mouth.
And be legendary. You could be young and legendary.
Yeah, but I'm still doing it. Like in my mind and in my head and in my grind. Like I have like the first 30 years was just like learning. These next 30, that's when you putting it down. That's when it all clicks. Cause now you got the sciences. Got the science of a writer. I've been writing 30 years. A creator. I've been creating 30 years. As a producer, I've been producing 30 years. As an actor, I've been acting for 40 years. As a comedian now, I'm doing comedy. I'm on my 12th year. Comedy tour coming out. Actually, it's called Microphone Fiend. And check my website, Marlon Wayans Official, or the link in my bio on my Instagram. I'm in a city near you. I'm be at the starting April 30th at the Netflix is a Joke in LA at the Palace Theater. Get your tickets. All right, now
That
back
was
to
good.
this.
Yeah.
Good transition. Go.
Yeah, I'm plugging. The plug man. So you just get to this place now where now you just got to put it all together, right? It's like knowing when to be what. It's like you just keep learning, and in different situations you do a different thing. And now the dramatic skills is coming out.
Bel Air, baby. I was so
Yeah.
excited to see you on there playing that role, even though you were a jerk. But it was
It was a role. Acting.
know,
You know,
I
I appreciate that. I like when I do drama. I do something that people don't know me for. People like love me being lovable and silly, and showing my ass or something silly, or what I mean, like smoking weed in a movie or fucking
What are
a
you
doll.
doing over here?
I'm trying to put
you trying to find
my shades away. So to actually do something where people hate you, like when I did Respect, I had all
yes.
these sisters, all the black women was mad at me. I was walking
I
down
was
the
mad.
street after the screening, and some black woman pushed it. I'm mad at you. I said, what? And then 3 other girls came up. I'm mad at you the way you hit Aretha like that. I was like, it's a movie. Yeah, but Marlon, I like you as Marlon, but I don't like when I don't like you, and I don't like you, so you did a good job. I was like, thank you.
You pushed me. No, you did do a good job
Thank
because
you.
you were definitely a toxic partner in Respect.
I got toxic shit in me, I guess. I never thought I did. Like, I wasn't... Life, I think, is so funny, the way it all kind of unfolds. And if you're really in tune with your walk, and you're really in tune with destiny, and you're really in tune with alchemy and the journey of life and dealing with things, everything happens for a reason. I didn't have the depth that I have now, because as a kid I was always, although I grew up in the hood and everything, I was protected. I had all my brothers and sisters ahead of me. I had all my niggas. Like I was the little golden boy that was like, nah. I mean, I'd fight or whatever, but I was always protected, and I never really had a lot of pain. And then in the last 3 years, I understood pain. After I lost my mama, I was like, oh, I get it. I get what that's like. I get that there's this thing behind your smile that is a forever hurt, a forever pain. And I couldn't play these roles until now. And now it's like that. I got a darker side. I've been through things. Life has developed to make me a better artist. And I know it sounds crazy, but if you use life the right way, then, I think that's the purpose of the journey. And as an artist, even my comedy, I'm pulling from my pain. I'm pulling from the hurt. And it's that's the fun shit about the comedy is, yo, this nigga's talking about his dead mom. Why am I laughing?
How do you do that? Yeah, like,
because it's my therapy. It hurts so much. I got to talk about it. And you know what's funny? There's people in the crowd who lost their parents or is losing their parents, and they'll be laughing and crying, and it's like a dope journey. And at the end, you get these arousal and applause because, yo, you made me feel better about what has happened or what will happen, or I'm gonna call my mom and let her know I love her now. Like, your set's gotta mean something. So the story and the gravity of my sets is not just about what's funny in the world and this and that. That's easy shit. You start talking about, like, shit that fucks you up, shit that you have to. I call my therapist. I need to talk to you. I gotta unpack. See, that's a therapist word.
Yeah,
unpack. When you have to unpack, I hit that nigga up. Yo, Rodney, I need an hour. I got you.
You know,
And
we
sit
had
and
Tony
talk.
Baker up here, and he's on Headliners
Yes.
as one of your comics. But his son passed away,
Yes.
and he discusses that and he was making jokes about it up here.
Yes.
And that's therapeutic for him. But it also just felt, you know, weird. Like to
It's not-
you don't want to. It felt weird to me because I didn't want to laugh at some of it, but it was funny and it was, you know, whatever works for him. Then we're there to support.
Every time you laugh, he heals.
Right.
That's how it works for us. Every time you laugh, he heals, and we believe they hear us. So the more we make you laugh, the more proud that they are, and the louder you laugh, the more they hear you, the more you heal. That man, I mean, and as soon as it happened, yo, Tony, you good? I call and check on people. My voice, yo, you good? I'm here. What do you want to do? Like, death is hard, and you need friends. That's when you show up. I'm not the friend that you want to party with. I'm not that kind of friend, nigga. I'm busy. I don't want to. I don't want to see you in your best moments and congratulate you. I'm that nigga that in your worst moment, holla at. Yo, you good? Let's go get some jokes. Let's go get some of this. Let's go. What that man has been through, and the fact that he making himself and people laugh about that experience. You know, I think that's the beauty of what we do. That's the beauty of comedy. And he's one of the funniest dudes out.
Yeah.
And he headliners, he crushes it. My boy DC Irvin crushes it. Esau McGraw crushes it. My niece Shantae, my niece Few, she crushes it. And there's one other person, and Sidney Castillo, when you crushes it. And you see these brothers in suits talking these jokes, and Sidney talking about his divorce, and you know, we talking about pain.
Right.
We talking about real shit.
Did you discuss with your brother before you did your set when you was joking your mom? Did you say, hey, bros, let me just, your brothers and your sister, like, let me just tell you what I'm doing first?
Them niggas got their own set.
Like, they might take my joke.
They ain't come by me. Like, no, because we all got, and that's the beauty of comedy, right? Every comedian, we could talk about death. And your version of death is different than my version of death. We could talk about my mom, because your experience with my mom is different than my experience with my mom. I'm the baby. I'm born on her birthday. I got a whole nother perspective. I was so close to my mom. I was kind of like her nigga. Like, I'm like, yo, you don't talk to me like that. Ooh, I like when you sure know how to put a girl in her place. You know what I mean? Like, my mom had kids when she was like 16. Right? And so by the time I came along, she didn't know how to talk to nobody and have conversations. She just used to cursing people out. My daddy, he never talked back. She cursed this nigga out, I remember 48 hours straight. It was like a curse a nigga out marathon. And, you know, as she got older and all the kids left the house, I just sit with her and be like, Ma. And she tried to curse me out. Don't do that, Ma. What's bothering you? What you mean, what's bothering me? What's bothering me? Why you coming at me like that? Well, I said, what's hurting you? What you mean, what's hurting me? Like, I listened to it. What's hurting you for you to come at me like that? Okay, well, I ain't like when you did this and you don't call me enough. All right, Ma, guess what? I'm going to call you more. All right, then we good. You know what, baby? We can argue. We used to hang up on each other. We was like in a relationship. Now, don't talk to me like that. You call Pop and you talk to that nigga like that, click. And my mother called back like, you know, nigga, I want to tell you, thank you for that. You know, you grew me. I'm sorry, baby boy. I said, I love you, mama, but you ain't always got to do that.
You hung up on your moms?
She hung up on me. We used to go,
your mother.
but that's what we did back and forth. We was two babies.
Right.
You know, she was going through menopause while I was going through puberty. My relationship, my mom was my age emotionally. She never got to grow up. She never got to be a kid because she had kids as an adolescent. So she was 16 and I was 16. And we was just raising each other. And that was the beauty of our relationship. And she'll tell you that Marlon, you know, we may fight, but we make up, and that's what love is. He teach me to communicate. and that's beautiful.
Is there anything about your life that you won't discuss or that you won't talk about?
Nah, I mean, I like to be an open book.
Yeah.
I'm just like, other people may be mad.
But you, it doesn't bother you at all.
Nah, I gotta talk. I have no shame. There's nothing I'm ashamed of. And if I am ashamed, I really want to talk about that.
I believe you.
When did you get to that point? Were you always like that, or did you have to get to that point?
I'm always like that. Like if I have discussions or I ever sit down with somebody, even when like I'm dating, like I just tell all my secrets, so there ain't none. This is me. Blah 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 blah. And you know, they be like, "What, nigga? That's you. I'm not gonna tell you. You have to find my dirt." I'm like, "Yo, here's all my dirt." I'm an open book because I feel like we're in a dash. We only got this much time to connect. What are we wasting time for?
Do you Google people when you start dating?
You know what?
Do you Google people like when you start dating?
Nah, I like to figure it out. I want to figure out the mess. That's the fun part. I like the surprise. Oh, man, you a hoe? Oh, that's dope.
That's dope.
Oh, man, I was wondering why the head was so good. That is so dope. You should have just said that. You know what I mean? I don't care. Live your life. Live your before. Everybody get all upset. People have... If you're meeting a 30-year-old woman, she has 30 years of life before you. You think her life starts when you enter her life? No, you have to accept the journey. You have to accept the friends. You have to accept the pain. You're inheriting all that shit. So let's be in a dope friendship. And if we in a dope friendship, then trust me as your partner. And I'm trying to love you the best that I can. Just love me the best you can and accept me and I accept you.
I think a lot of people they look at how people take what they're doing, right? And the only reason I say this, I wrote a book recently, right?
Ooh, get your plug in. What book is this, DJ Envy?
It's Real Life, Real Love.
Ooh, let
you
me
can check
see
it out
that.
right
Real
now.
Life, Real. With wifey. Damn. That nigga did Real Life. I'm reading this. Can I get a copy?
Yeah, that's yours.
Oh, man.
But the biggest thing that people took out of it was, it's going to make you laugh. The first 10 years of our relationship, my wife faked her orgasms.
For 10 years.
Damn. She's a hell of an actor. She need an Oscar.
Yeah. Let's get her a role.
You couldn't tell?
Let's get her a role in something.
Oh my God. You walking around, I did that.
But that's how it was.
I did that.
But then when she told me, I was crushed. But remember, we were together since 16 and 15, so I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
She was my first. So I'm trying, I'm watching porno, trying to figure it out. I'm thinking,
Right.
I'm thinking I'm doing it.
Porno is the worst to try to make
No,
somebody
there's some
have an
good
orgasm.
ones out there.
No, but not to make somebody have an orgasm. Because people like...
No, because they think it's the beating of this,
Yes,
and it's
that's
like you
not what
gotta.
it is.
It's a relationship. You and a vagina is a relationship. Like you
Yes.
gotta talk to it. You have to get to know it. You have to understand every woman likes something different, and you have to respect that. You gotta get to know what she likes. Some women like fingers, some don't. Some like tongue, some like it suck. I met a girl that liked hers bitten.
No.
I can only do that one time, and I was like, I can't do this to a clitoris. I'm so sorry. But
I was just saying that just to be open and honest, I had
Yes.
to be, but it made our relationship so much stronger.
Right.
And when I put it out there, of course the fellas laugh, but so many women was like, I don't know why they laughing, because I've been faking for a long time. But it made me, I got to the point where I don't care. And,
Right.
and being open and free, hopefully I think it helps other people. That's why I respect what you say when you say, I'm open. I can talk about anything, and I think people get a lot from that.
So I have a question, because I didn't get to ask this before, since Envy brought up.
that's messed up
orgasming.
because we can't fake orgasms, dude.
Yes, you can. Guys have said they fake
He a
orgasms.
liar. What's he doing? Spitting? No,
I ain't gonna lie. On lip service,
that
guys say if you
nigga
have a
lying. He don't fake no orgasm.
If you have a condom on, you
could
can just
tell.
get up and go
Ain't
to the
no
bathroom.
nigga gonna bang with a condom. Well, sometimes.
Marlon, come on.
But you can't feel it go bop, 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 bop because it squeezes. Bop, 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 bop. 6 squeezes. Bop, 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 bop.
6 squeezes.
And then like a 7 and an 8 and a 9. Little tremors. You can't feel that?
Well, I don't know if anybody's ever done it, but on lip service, guys have said that they have faked orgasms because they knew it
lying.
wasn't going to happen.
I can't fake it.
I can't fake.
It can't fake it. As soon as the blow.
Have you ever not orgasmed then?
Oh
during
yeah,
sex?
there's times that I don't orgasm. That's fine.
And then what do? You just stop?
I save it for later. You got yours, I'm good.
Okay.
You got yours, I'm good. I'll get mine another time. Like, yo, my uncle used to say, I go to his house and I go to get some juice and I'll fill the juice all the way up to the top. And he'd go, hey, you ain't got to do that. It'll still be there. What? The juice. It'll still be there. You got to trust that juice will still be there. And he did that my whole childhood. It's a soda. It'll still be there. And it's like that with an orgasm. I don't need to get that out. it'll still be
That
there. When
juice
I'm
will still
ready,
be there.
I'll give it to you. As long as she gets hers, that's great sex for me.
Well, Envy, you weren't performing oral sex?
Yeah, it was. She wasn't coming with us having.
Okay, phew.
Sex,
I
sex.
thought she just
Not
wasn't
oral,
at
no,
all.
no.
10 years of
No.
nothing.
And it wasn't every time. It was. She just was doing a lot of faking, but it wasn't every time.
And the worst
But
is
sometimes too,
Yeah.
y'all be, y'all don't help it. I can't compete with these vibrators, nigga. These speeds, the rows, that sucks, and my mouth is not. I can't compete. I could do that with my finger and my tongue. Yeah, that's what is that?
What is
Is
that?
that your own shit? Y'all just here selling products. This nigga got
No, it's not mine.
You got dildos. This the Angela Lee
Actually,
dildo?
Shensia gave that to me as a present.
Okay, so this. Okay, now.
I haven't used
He's breaking
it
down
yet.
the dildo, guys.
So what? With this one,
I'm gonna bring it
is
home
that
tonight.
is that this guy here? So it's the pang.
Yeah, I think this one. Let's see.
I hear
It has two-
the rose is that thing.
And that has two things on it. So what do you like? You
I
can't
remember
beat that two things.
I
The
can't fuck
most
with this.
popular one used to be. Go ahead, open it. It hasn't been opened. It was the rabbit because it had the little ears, and then they had the eager beaver. I don't know if you guys know that one. And now there's the womanizer.
What's the womanizer?
The womanizer is extremely
I gotta get
popular.
my toy game up. Nah, because then y'all be numbing your stuff. I can't. What?
Hold it the
Okay,
right way.
it's-
He sniffs
Okay.
it.
Did you
My
smell it?
goodness.
So
What does it smell like?
this is new. Yeah, this fun, but then
You guys can't do that.
I don't know. I like that. I do that myself. You know what I mean? If I want to bang, 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 you know what I mean? Two in the stink, one in the pink.
Oh God.
Now we gotta ask.
Yes.
Will Smith, Chris Rock.
God damn it!
God,
I
he
thought I was
doesn't
gonna
wanna
get
talk
out
about
of this.
He's like,
without
tired of
being
talking about
embarrassed.
this.
You got my white publicist shaking her head. Don't you do it? Don't you?
What was your thoughts?
Do
You're
it?
cool
Oh,
with Will. You're cool
my
with Chris.
God, don't
What
do
were your
it.
thoughts?
Oh my God.
You are-
I thought you guys.
You
All right,
are Will
so-
Smith's father.
Well, here's
You
the
gotta
thing. Well, I Bel Air, I got
Yeah.
the call from Will. Will actually texted me. This was pre-slap. If it was afterward, I'd been like looking at that phone like, I don't know. They're both friends of mine.
Correct.
It was hard for me. It's like watching two brothers fight. It's hard for me because I've known Will 20 years. I've known Chris Rock since I was 12. And so for me, I was just like, yo, I didn't know what transpired. And I felt bad because I'm a brother, right? And as a brother, I felt bad for Tony, Rock, and Jordan because now, Will, you doing that. Now you are, what's that thing, questioning my loyalty. You are pushing my loyalty. A brother is the most special thing in the world. I couldn't tell you what. If you niggas, you slap my brother, you hear Tony Rock, my brother, nigga, that's what I would feel.
Right.
And he slapped Chris, but if he slapped Tony, that was gonna be a whole nother. Tony's a sense of humor away from a long prison system. Sentence. That brother got, I mean, and it was unfair. I'm like, yo, I know you in your moment, Will, and I love you, bro, but, like, you can't hit Chris over a joke. That's Chris. Chris cracks jokes. That's what he does. You know what I mean? It's like, and he too small. You played action movies. Iron
Muhammad
Legend.
Ali.
You doing behind the back pull-ups and lifting weights. And Chris plays crackheads. The only the heaviest thing this nigga ever lifted was a crack pipe in New Jack City. Why would you hit little Chris Rock? Now, if Will slapped The Rock, I'd be like, nigga, that nigga gangster.
Right.
You can't hit little Chris Rock. And, like I said, that's hard for me because I love them both. And I just, my prayers go out to both of them. And, that's humiliating. I've been humiliated publicly before. Not in a slap. My brothers put me in a little suit on the Emmys. And that shit hurt me to this day.
I need to Google this.
It hurt
Is it
me to
Googleable?
they put me in a little suit, played a prank on me in front of the world. And I know that kind of humiliation. And I will say to my
You
brother,
really humiliated?
yeah, I was mad at my brothers. I wanted to fight them niggas. I wanted to slap them. I was so mad. I was in the car, in the limousine, like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I told Keenan, fuck you. And he was like 260 pounds. And I looked like a New Jack City Pookie. I was small. I was hurt. And what happened and transpired, I know Chris is hurt and he's humiliated. But from this, he will be better. There's nothing more greater for a comedian than humiliation, because learning to deal with that, now you come out the gate, now you got these jokes, and now you're building a bigger, better you. And, look, his ticket sales have gone through the roof.
Right.
I wish Will Smith slapped the shit out of me, because then my tickets will go. He got the Midas touch.
You stupid.
Because then my tickets, Microphone Fiend tour, come watch it. I'm in a theater near you. But like I said, they're both my friends, and I hated to see it. I told Will, hey man, I felt bad because I was like, that brother got to be going through something. Mental health. We don't take that shit serious enough. What we witnessed was that brother cracked. And I was concerned. I was just like, yo, bro, you should go sit in your therapy, enjoy your moment, but afterwards, you need to go unpack and go sit in a 3-hour therapy session for the next 5 weeks and figure out where you are. I get concerned for people. It's hard to uphold black excellence for 30 years. I've been black all right in this. Ain't that much pressure. Niggas know I ain't got my shit together.
But
You know what I
did
mean?
you speak to both of them? Or?
Yeah, I text them both. And like I said, they're both friends of mine. And, I just felt like it was not a good look for either. And, it's hurtful to see. Now, I do have a shitload of jokes on it,
damn.
but I'm not going to crack them because I love them both.
Got you.
And I'm not going to use this platform to make fun of my brothers, especially, we all black together. We all comedians together. We're all actors together. Seeing that, I felt like I slapped myself on that stage. I was depressed.
Did you think it was fake at first?
I did, and because of the way he walked back to his seat.
Correct.
You know what I mean? He walked back. I don't know what it was. It was like he was under a spell. It was like when Jada rolled her eyes up in the head, she put a spell on him, and the spirit of Tupac jumped in this nigga and was like, nigga, West Side? Because it wasn't something you see Will do.
Right.
So I thought it was fake. And then I seen Rock's expression and knowing Rock, and he stayed in it. And I was like, oh, that was real. That was real.
And then he was still screaming from the seat after that.
Yeah.
And so
But Rock
it
handled
wasn't-
it the right way. He was a real man that day. That's lack of reaction is one of the hardest things you could do.
Absolutely.
Only Martin Luther King was that strong to not react. That's a strong thing to do.
He had made a fist like he was about to.
No, he
and
didn't even
then-
make a fist.
I think he had a little, but
His
he didn't
hands
do
are
it.
just stuck together. That's been Chris Rock's hands.
Stupid, man.
But he never. I thought that was the classiest shit I saw. He held together the last fabric of black excellence that we had that night. You know what I mean? And that concerned me. And like to Will, it's like, yo, you defeated the purpose because you took the name out of one comedian's mouth, and now it's in every
Everybody.
comedian's mouth. This is now you got terrorist.
Yeah.
This is what you've
now they attack them.
created.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You can't take out a one terrorist organization because then all the other terrorists now they want to come. Now they got something to say. So I mean, it backfired in a lot of ways, and I just pray for all of them to get together, kumbaya, and heal. And in the meantime, I got a hilarious 25
Microphone
minutes
fiend.
on that shit. Microphone fiend.
Now, what did you think about the punishment? The Oscars, the 10 years, and then also people were saying they pulled movie premieres and him doing movie roles and him doing Netflix roles. What did you
I think
think
they
about the punishment?
paused it though. No.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not the Academy. I ain't Will. I ain't Chris. And I hope never to have a snap moment like that publicly. I want to check on my mental health and make sure that we are all right. And that goes for every, I mean, especially black people, especially black men. You know, it's funny. When I was little, I was in like the third grade. I went to hang out with my boy Steven Van Dusen. He's like, I can't hang out right now. I got to go to therapy. I said, nigga, we are in third grade. What the fuck you going to therapy for? I got to unpack some things. I didn't go to therapy till I was 47 years old. So I went that long with that much stress on me with not checking in. We have to check in, and you have to check in with your strong friends. Like, therapy is real. You got to do it. And so, I'm not I'm not the Academy. I ain't Will. I ain't Chris. But I wish them all better.
Let's talk about punishment for you, okay?
What did I do? Shit.
Now, I saw on To Tell the Truth.
God damn, you bringing up all these hot button topics. Can we talk about Will and Chris for a second, please?
No, we fast forward now.
Can we go back to Will and Chris?
Let's talk about you.
What that happened.
Go ye.
People were pissed at you.
Yo, listen. What did I do?
You ripped the tag off a Beanie Baby or something.
Okay, but listen to me, right? So you just handed me a dildo. I don't know if it's been used or not.
I told you
What's
it's new.
the first thing I do? I smell it. I don't fucking know. What if it was like, I smelled it, hey, yo, used. That ain't new. I don't know. That's the same thing with a Teletubby. What's the name of it?
I think it was a Beanie.
Beanie Baby. I didn't know that. Nobody said, hey, if you rip the tag off this, it has no value. I had no idea. I was just trying to figure out who was the owner of the collector of the Beanie Babies.
Right.
So I grabbed the thing. I said, I'll tell you who it is. If I took this here tag and I just ripped it off, how would you react? Tears welled up in like three of their eyes, because if you rip the tag, I didn't know this. You rip the tag off the Teletubby,
You kill the value.
you kill the value.
And it was worth like $20,000.
Yeah, and Anthony was like, what did you do? I was like, nigga, you invited me onto this fucking show. I don't need this shit. I'm doing you a favor, friend. He's like, but that's what the value of it. I don't fucking know that that's the value of. That's like Chris knowing that Jada was going through alopecia. He don't fucking know. I'm just cracking a joke. I see it. And by the way, G.I. Jane was actually a compliment. Do you know how many times I've jerked off to G.I. Jane?
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Can I say that?
You said it.
Okay, well, yeah, I sure did. But the bald head was sexy. But my point is, I didn't know it was of value. Comedians don't always do all their research before you go on shows. You put me in a situation,
Right.
and I just do shit. I don't know.
All right. Well, you did apologize.
What
though.
if
They
this
just
was
did
your favorite dildo and I'm desecrating and doing all kind of stuff? What if? What if you just worked with this a few minutes ago and
These are gonna
here
be
I
some
am
great memes.
holding it and smelling it and doing all kind of stuff? I don't know.
These
You
are some
hand
great
me
memes. These
Yeah,
are gonna be
these are
some
some great
wonderful
memes
memes.
later.
You hand me shit. I don't know what to do. So I want to apologize because and then Anthony Cassius, you did your friend dirty because you cut the apology. I said sorry to that man. I didn't know. And what the fuck a grown ass black man is collecting little Teletubbies for anyway? I thought it was the white woman. I didn't know it was this.
Well, that would be
the last nigga on earth.
That would be too easy.
I would not thought it was him. So anyway, my point is, I think it's always hot. Y'all be asking me the wrong questions. That's
No,
why
I couldn't-
I be sweating. I purposely didn't have vitamins this morning, knowing
wouldn't
that
sweat.
I come here and sweat because this is a fucking hot seat, and this whole evil nigga ain't even here. This is the evil questions. He left y'all with a list of evil questions, didn't he?
Oh, no.
He did. You're evil, Charlamagne.
Now, also, headline. Let's make sure we get to
Okay, yes.
headliners, okay? Because Shantae Wayans, who I think is hilarious, who
Yes.
also happens to be your niece,
Yes.
is one of the people that you have featured. She came up here on The Breakfast Club. One thing she said was, thank you for not asking me a whole bunch of questions about being a Wayans, because I know that's hard for her, too, you know?
It is hard, and she's been very great at, wanting to create her own lane. And what you learn is, being a Wayans is a badge of honor. It is. We are a tribe. That's why, no, I can't. They wouldn't try that at the Oscars. We got too many niggas in my family. Nigga, we one bird called like all kinds of ones. That we flock on them. You know what I mean? We are a tight knit crowd and family, and I love the fact that each one of us, although we had, trailblazers ahead of us, what Keenan put down and Damon put down and Kim put down, and then me and Sean to put down what we've put down, and then for them to create their own identity, I think that's magical because it's so hard to do. And that woman has, worked her ass off to be really funny and tell her truth. And she inspired me. She's been doing stand-up longer than I have. And she's one of the inspirations that made me go do stand-up because it's like, I always thought I didn't have my voice because I grew up in a house with everybody doing stand-up, so what fucking stories am I gonna tell? But then I realized, you can have your own story and your own point of view about your life and your experience, even though you share that experience with other people. And she killed on this show, and she's just a really talented girl.
I was gonna ask, everybody's been talking about T.I. doing stand-up.
Yes.
What have your thoughts been on T.I.? Some people love him, some people hate him.
All the questions.
Everything.
So what are you
gonna get me
What are your thoughts
slapped
on
by
T.I.?
Chris and Will? You gonna get me beat up by T.I.? Oh, this nigga got gun charges. I don't know what to say. Here's okay. With T.I., I hit him up. I don't hit you in your best moment. I hit you in your worst moment. I put 2 or 3 calls into T.I. I love T.I. Hey, bro, I encourage him. You continue to do it because there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be somebody with something to say. You're supposed to be challenged like this because you're supposed to be humiliated like that to understand what you walking into. Your T.I. status don't matter in comedy. You're being humbled. You're learning a new experience. You're learning the rules of engagement. You're learning don't run the light. You're learning hostile audiences. This is going to make him a better artist. There's nothing to be discouraged about. There's nothing to write off. People always want to try and write off and test greatness. Nigga, I don't have to be great right now. Check me in 10 years. When I first started stand-up comedy, I wasn't rocking like I am now. Come check me now. Come out to a show. I'm going to make them stand when I walk out, and I'm going to make them stand when I leave. Because, nigga, I know what I'm doing now. When you first start anything, if you said, hey, like when you were 16 and you couldn't make your wife have an orgasm. Nigga, you're not supposed to. You were 16.
Right.
You would just learn how to make yourself orgasm yourself, and you don't know how to turn it off. You 16, you jerk off 7 times a day. I ain't got time to worry about my dick and your vagina. It just can't. And the vagina's complicated. Takes you years to learn it.
10 years it took them.
It takes you 10 years.
Yeah.
It's like flying a plane. I don't know you put me in a seat, I don't know what the fuck to do in a cockpit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything you do in life, you gotta start from scratch. And the key is you can't be afraid to fail. That's the key to success. T.I. has been super successful in many facets of his careers. He's becoming successful as a producer. I don't doubt greatness. You gonna doubt Michael Jordan can shoot 3-pointers after watching this nigga dunk, after watching him learn to shoot free throws the way he does, after watching him learn to pass? You gonna say that this man can't shoot 8 3-pointers in a game? See, you silly, because that man knows hard work, dedication. I'ma get nice over time, and you niggas gonna be like, yo, where did this come from? That's what I'm doing. I'm getting nice over time. I don't mind sucking. I don't mind when I first started writing that niggas is shitting on my movies. I don't mind that when I first started doing stand-up, I was bombing in clubs, and, I don't mind it. Because, nigga, I'm getting nice with it. Over time.
I can't believe you compare this to him not making his wife orgasm. That's just making me laugh.
I got what he was saying.
It's
10
over time.
years?
It's over time.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with this little fancy thing. But over time,
But I
In
love
10
the-
years,
give me some time.
figure
It's
it out.
new.
But I love the
It's
fact
new.
that T.I. the next day went back on that stage
You got
and
to.
rocked
killed
it.
it.
Yes.
I love that.
And then you
Because
got to make jokes
everybody's-
about bombing.
We live in a hater nation. Everybody want to hate. This brother's trying to do something different and be great at it. Why the fuck are we sitting there waiting for him to fail? And by the way, New York is, I'm from here. You know these streets. We the worst.
Like he said, it was premeditated.
Nigga,
They was waiting.
they knew they was gonna boo that nigga. They went to the show and they fuck, nigga, I'm booing that nigga. Y'all get fuck, he getting booed, nigga. That's the way we are. We trolls. And I told him that. I was like, yo, we trolls, bro.
And once the boo start, can you bring it back? Because I feel like it would throw you off while you're on stage.
The what?
If people start booing, like why? Because you said earlier on when you first started,
You can't pay
how
no
hard is it to bring it back?
I never got booed, but I did get some silence. You know what I mean? And I never got booed like that, but I did.
He stayed with it though. He didn't move.
You
He didn't-
have to.
He didn't move. He stayed
because
with
it's contagious. A boo is a contagion.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah, they
stop.
are.
It starts one here. You can't. I pay no attention. Everybody got something to say. One person in 5,000 people, I ain't listening to them. I'm just continuing my set. If you pay it some attention, you have to learn as a comedian. Fold your ears, do your set. All I hear is, laughs. Every now and then I'll be like, oh, nigga, because I got something for you. But when you doing your show, you do your show. Don't pay them no mind. I don't give them time to boo. Nigga, I'm telling you, this is what I'm doing. Here's my story. I know my set list. I know what I'm doing. I got enough jokes that I could leave my set list and go do something else. And I'll come up with a straight new 5 or a new 15 based on the topic. I'm good with that. But that takes time. He's new. But the only thing I could do is call my brother in his worst moment or text my brother in his worst moment, be like, yo, stay with it. This is, laugh at it. Learn to laugh at this moment, because you're going to have many more of these moments. Enjoy them. Because if you take them, you're going to be better. Everything is designed to make you better. And if you are afraid to fail, if you quit, that's when you fail, nigga. They want you to quit. Keep doing what you're doing. And one day, you know, when, I don't know if he's going to be the next Richard Pryor, but you know what I mean? Like, he's going to be a funny-ass T.I.
Absolutely.
All right, now we got to get back to you.
Yes. Headliners comes out April 21st.
Today, really, when this airs.
Damn. Okay.
Today, yes.
Headliners April 21st today.
That's right.
On HBO. It's a really funny special with guys that opened for me. All these guys that are on the show, they opened for me all across the world at City, and tonight I opened for them. And I presented them, and they're the headliner. So, 5 of the 25 or 50 funny comedians that I want to put on. I hope to make it a series. But it's so good, and they look great, and everybody funny. And we bringing comedy back to classy.
All right, what I wanted to ask you was this story that was circulating about.
Damn,
I know, I got to do it.
I gotta take this shit off. Damn it.
But about Robin, the role of Robin in Batman Returns, that they said you got paid to do the role, and then you also still get residuals from that movie.
I got paid $100,000, and that was to a 18-year-old dude that was from the projects. That shit was spent.
That's great.
In all of like a week. It was gone, and I still get $1.72 residuals.
So how much
yes,
is that?
I did get the role. And now I get $1.72 as residuals. I ain't waiting on that check.
Off each one? Each time somebody watches it?
No. Every year I get a check for $1.72.
I thought you okay.
It is not. Trust me, it's not.
It sounded like you was getting rich off of that.
No, $1.72.
No, I'm saying the way the story was told, it was like he still gets paid off of every time.
I got $100,000 after taxes. That was 60 grand. And then after agent, managers, and all that, I had left with $25,000, and then I bought my brother's Honda Accord EX from him for $14,000.
EX, what color was it? The one with the
black with the tan interior. I bought that for $14,000, and then I was down. Now I'm down to what, $10,000, and that shit was gone. That was back when weed was good. Shit. I smoked half that up, so yeah, I didn't make no money off that.
Are you doing season 2 of Bel-Air?
I don't know. The plan was just for me to go do that one episode, and the shit blew up. I was like, I only had like 2 scenes, but I don't think people. I really felt the character. Like, I love my kids, right? And I couldn't imagine being a father that abandoned his son and what that would feel like. And it took me to have the relationship I got with my son to feel like if I didn't have that, what kind of pain would I have inside? And the fact that he did what he did because he was trying to be honorable. He was trying to protect his kid because he went through it himself. And seeing his father in jail, and I was just imagining all that and put myself in that position, and I really connected with the characters, and what they wrote was great, and the cast was great, and me and Jabari, we just started freestyling. He jumped up in my face, and I was like, what would a nigga in jail do? Like Marlon, if my son jumped up in my face, I'd be like, yo, that's cute, sit down. Like, I'm not gonna fight my son. But nigga in jail, nigga, the animal instincts, like, yo, I gotta choke you the fuck out.
And
Like, you don't know me.
And
That's what I told my son.
You, yeah.
You don't know me. And he, like, the fact that you would put your hands on your child like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was great. It's good to be able to floss my dramatic chops. Like I said, these are my best years. You know, I mean, I think I wasn't ready for what's coming my way. It takes you time. I didn't even have the body to do action. Like now I'm in the gym. You know what I mean? Now I'm doing my boxing and my Muay Thai, and I'm getting ready for what's coming my way. The leading mans, the action roles, and I'm doing the dramas and the romances, and I'm just ready. That's what you do in this dash. You get ready for what's coming your way, because everything everybody's seen of me ain't shit yet.
Now,
my best is coming.
Out of all the movies you wrote, produced, what movies do you want to see as a sequel that you would love to do, but for whatever reason it's not going to happen, or that you still are thinking about doing?
Scary movie, white chicks, sextuplets. I don't know why I would say sextuplets and white chicks, because that was the most work I ever did, but I got
White Chicks was the funniest movie ever. When it first came out, you got a lot of flack, right?
Oh, we always get flack. We got
then,
flack for Don't Be a Menace. Nigga, we've gotten flack. People be acting like...
But White Chicks is hilarious. Like, that's one of my favorite...
Don't Be a Menace is a classic.
Yes.
Right.
Scary movie 1 and 2 are classic. Like, we do shit that in hindsight, you be like, yo, I didn't know that shit was that funny.
Right.
Yo, because 30 years later, it's still funny.
So why not White Chicks, too?
7 hours of makeup. We worked 14 hours after that. We slept 2 hours a day. And they keep coming to us with, hey, let's make White Chicks 2 for a $40 million budget. That's not going to happen. And if we do White Chicks 2, that is a movie that makes worldwide a couple of $100 million. We want to make a better, bigger movie than the first one. You can't come and second fiddle. No, we going to make a better, funnier movie than the first one. And that's going to cost you, you know what I mean? It's like, that budget ain't going to be, we did the first one for $35-40 million. Yo, we got to get paid too. It's like a $70 million White Chicks, let's go. $80 million White Chicks, let's go. Because it's going to make worldwide. Understand, when I go to Brazil, everything stops. Like, sprinkles. They white chicks, that's all. They got dudes dressing up as white chicks, and there's a big buff dude that walk around with them. They have they have white chicks parties, white chicks floats. Like, this is a worldwide phenomenon. Reason why they've been trying to cancel us for white chicks, make us apologize for white chicks. When you tell a joke, a good joke, the people you make fun of laugh the loudest. You know who loves white chicks?
White chicks.
White chicks love white chicks. And we know that what we would do with a sequel, and we know how funny it would be, but it's not something that you're going to do. I ain't doing that for nothing. I ain't sitting in that makeup chair for no, it got to be worth my time. Right. Otherwise, I make more just being a black man doing movies.
Gotcha.
When it comes to choosing roles, how much does money matter to you? Like, if it's a role that you love in an independent film, but
I've done movies for no money. Requiem. I didn't really make no money on Requiem. I've done movies where I don't get my money, because I felt like it's an investment into your career and the overall picture of what you want to do. So my first 30 years, I was just showcasing what I do, what I could do. I can do this role. I can do action. I could do drama. I can do romance. I can be a villain. And now it's like, all right, well, now that I showed y'all niggas what I could do, here's how much I make. So, you go get your money, unless it's something that you dying to do. Some things you go, I'll do it. Other things you go, nah, I gotta get paid. But I'm at that point in my life where you get paid for your excellence. You know what I mean? And you gotta be shameless with asking for your price, because that's what my value is. Like, I'm gonna bring that kind of heat. Do you see Tom Brady working? Because he loves football, he's gonna do a year in the NFL for $1 million? No, Tom Brady's like, nigga, pay me my $40 million.
Absolutely.
Pay me my money. Pay me for my excellence, and that's what it should be.
We appreciate you for joining us this morning. Tell them about Headliners one more time.
Yes, Headliners comes out April 21st. It's really funny. It's a comedy special on HBO Max. My tour, Microphone Fiend, kicks off April 30th at the Netflix is a Joke festival in LA at the Palace Theater. Get your tickets ASAP, because they running short, and I only got one show only. And then the next night is going to be my brother Damon. So we going back to back at the Palace Theater. And then check out Bel Air and pray for black peace and black sanity, man, all over the United States.
Microphone Fiend was my favorite song by Rakim, too.
That's why I love it. That's why I love it. All right. And that's why I am a microphone fiend. And T.I., keep doing it, brother. Don't let them niggas discourage you. And I told him, you know what I'm going to do? He's doing comedy. I said, I'm going to put out a rap album.
Don't do it.
No, nigga, why not?
Let me hear you spit some bars.
Nigga, give me a beat.
Oh, God. Envy beatbox. Envy know how to beatbox.
Nigga sitting here with dildos. I've been nice all this time, and you like, oh, it's still though? Oh, man, come on, it's real though.
Dildo is still though.
Oh, give me the Molly.
Okay.
But I popped them like pills though. Ooh. Oh, black privilege. Where's that black nigga? He ain't here no more. Nigga pull a trigger, that nigga vanish. God damn it.
Did you kill him?
Charlamagne. I'm bringing the pain. I lost the beat.
I lost the beat.
That was
Marlon
great.
Wayans, ladies and gentlemen. It's the breakfast.